sunrise fell on her face, making a sleeping beauty snuggle more onto her pillow. She was in her dreamland, but didn't last long as she felt water droplets on her face. It made her open her eyes as she was greeted by the sight of her husband, ruffling his wet hairs, droplets catching the morning light right in front of his sleeping face. Jungkook, stop, let me sleep. She mumbled lightly while closing her eyes, trying to sleep again. Soon she felt him hovering above her and snuggle his face in her neck. John, it tickles. Don't you think you're getting clingy nowadays? She said while caressing his hair and back softly. Only for you, my cupcake. While biting on her neck a little, she giggled a little. Okay, now give me my morning kiss. He pulled his face up. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I don't care. He leaned and gave her a long smooch on her lips. And they both got up. One went in the washroom while he went in the wardrobe to find the clothes. Time skipped. They both got ready, went towards their car, and drove towards the company. So during the ride, let me give you a quick introduction about them. So they are Ryan and Jungkook. They were forced to be married by their parents since past 6 months. Till the first marriage of Jungkook never had any conversation except for any necessary. While she was kind towards him, but never dared to take first step. In the second month, they both started opening up. Jungkook was excited to see her after coming from a stressful day always, and slowly things changed the two souls and finally fell in love. One day Jungkook came to know that Wine had a degree in BBA, so he offered her to become his secretary and she accepted after passing the interview. So let's again dive into their story together. At the parking lot of company, after parking the car, they headed towards the company. While walking through the corridor, Wine took a glance at her man just to see him looking towards the employees with the poker face which made you doubt his personality when you both are alone. Damn, his duality is a no joke. Is he the same person who is like a baby at home but now has lucky eyes who never melt even in a scorching heat? Reached his cabin and went in. Miss Wyan, you know that we completed the deal with Kim Enterprise, so the CEO of that company and I are throwing a party day after tomorrow, and for that you have to arrange everything, he said after taking a seat on his chair while Wyan stood in front of his table. Yes, he calls her Miss Wyan in the company to maintain the professional relationship. Alright, I will arrange everything. If you don't need anything, I will take my leave. She bowed and left the cabin. Time skip on a party day. Ryan, come down fast, or else we will be late for the party. He sat on the couch while waiting for her, but she didn't respond. After some time, Ryan, he was about to shout again, but got stunned to see her coming down while flashing her beautiful smile towards him. How am I looking? She twirls in her frock for him. You look gorgeous, princess. He gave her a soft peck on her lips where she smiled. They both left towards the car and drove away. At the venue, he parked his car and they both entered inside just to get sweetly welcomed and greeted by guest Wine, who held his hand tightly while he gave her an assurance. Jungkook, you go meet other guests. I will be sitting over there. She went towards an empty table and ordered some drinks, while Jacob went towards his business partners, greeting them. While enjoying her drink, she felt the business partner, Kim Jones, taking a seat beside her, which made her look towards him immediately. Hello, nice to meet you, Miss Ryan. His gaze lustfully went towards her, which she fails to notice. Hello, Mr. Jones. Nice to meet you as well. She smiled a little and took a glance at Jungkook just to see him shooting glares at Jones. You know, working with you is great. His tone was soft like a gentleman. My pleasure, Mr. Jones. She smiled beautifully while keeping her hand on her chest in a bowing manner, but the next second she felt someone coming towards her, which was Jungkook. One, come aside, I wanna have a talk. She excuses herself and went with him after. What happened? She asked. I warned you, didn't I? To stay away from him. His anger was evident on his face. Babe, he's not a creep. During the meeting, it was unintentional. He even said sorry several times. You said softly, putting your hand on his shoulder. It was hard to breathe, as he was literally squeezing you while pulling you. I see. So grabbing your thighs were unintentional, huh? He asked, staring at you deeply, where anger was visible in his eyes. Come on, you're making it a big deal now. Let it too. He seems like a nice guy. She went to sit beside him while Jungkook follows her. Hey Jungkook, what's up buddy? They both make a handshake. All good. He replied uninteresting. Jones and Ryan were having a conversation about work, but Jungkook was fuming in anger, but he noticed that Jones was licking his lips while staring at her, adding fuel to fire. But what made it even worse was he grabbed her thighs, cursing it, which was making her uncomfortable. Now, Jungkook had enough of him. He got up, grabbing his collar. He gave a hard punch on his face, so hard that blood started oozing out. You, how dare you touch my wife? He started beating him mercilessly. Now the scene drags everyone's attention. Music stopped. Some people were gossiping, while some came forward to stop the fight. After a while, Jungkook came out of the crowd, coming towards her, took her towards the parking lot. Jungkook, listen to me once. Tears started forming in her eyes. They raced towards the car. He signaled her to get inside, not wanting to burst out on her, but she insists, trying to explain him. Please, I didn't know. She tried to explain, but he cut off her. Please shut up and get inside, Ryan. He shouted, making her scared, and she quietly get in. He started the car while driving at a normal speed. No matter how angry, upset, or disappointed he is, he can never risk her life. They both reached home without saying or looking at her. He left banging the door while leaving a crying Vine inside. She came out and started following him, but he ignored her. He came out of their shared bedroom with a blanket, leaving towards the guest room. She followed him, but as she was about to enter the guest room, and he shut the door on her face. She is on the door, begging for forgiveness for not believing him. After many failed attempts, she left, losing hope, towards her bedroom and slept without changing her dress. In the morning, she woke up with sore face due to crying, but without thought, she ran towards the guest room. But the door was open and the room was empty. He left. I need to convince him. She went back getting ready for office. Time skip. She reached in front of his cabin and knocked. After receiving a comment, she went in. Jungkook knew it's her, but his eyes were stuck on the computer screen. Jungkook about yesterday. She was about to apologize, but he cut off her. Miss, please tell to this schedule. Okay. After no option left, she opened her notepad and started explaining to him. Jungkook took a glance at her and again shifted his gaze towards the computer screen, but her swelled eyes made his heart ache. You want something else? He shook his head as no. She stared at him for a minute and left his cabin. Time skipped after 4 days. Like this, he ignored her brutally, which was hurting both of them. Even when she used to approach him, he used to make excuses in those 4 days. The words which Ryan heard was only "I'm busy, come in and okay." Today his university friend is coming who had a huge crush on him. Being in the same university, Ryan knew that too. In the kitchen, Ryan was cutting vegetable and that's when he entered, going straight away towards the fridge, which made her look at him as he was looking for something. "Do you need anything?" she asked him. He didn't reply, just grabbed a bottle and started gulping it. Due to looking at him, she mistakenly cut her fingertip. She hissed in pain. Hearing her painful hissing, he went towards her and he quickly grabbed her finger and put it in his mouth, sucking it. Slowly, Vine was just staring at him with teary eyes, which clearly holds guilt in them. Jungkook was just sucking her finger while looking in her eyes, but that's when reality hits him. He quickly let go of her hand, turning around to go, but he felt a tug on his t-shirt. Looking back, he saw Vine holding his t-shirt. He removed and left to upstairs. But before he could enter his bedroom, there was a knock on the door. He leapt downstairs to open it, but Vine already opened it, and it was Anna outside. While glaring at Ryan, once her eyes fell on Jungkook, she pushed Ryan a little and flung onto his arms. He was about to pull away from her hug, but stopped once he saw Ryan's fierce gaze on Anna and hugged her tight, which made your blood boil, but you stayed calm. "I missed you so much, Koo." She was speaking in her baby voice. "I missed you more, Anna." They both pulled away. "Look what I brought for you, Cookie." She was showing him a lot of gifts, but he was taking glances at Ryan. But her expression seemed dead. "Wow, thanks a lot." They both sat on the couch while chit-chatting and she didn't even care to greet Ryan. She quietly went towards the kitchen, continuing her work. Time skipped the next day. Yesterday, the whole day Jungkook was making Ryan jealous. It was her punishment for believing the stranger. Ryan was just tolerating her being clingy towards him even after him refusing her. At dining table, "Koo, you know how we used to be the crazy duo at college time," and she continued to blabber many college stuff. Ryan went to bed without eating anything. Jungkook noticed her behavior. What happened to her? She didn't even eat anything. He thought in his mind, even though he was ignoring, he still cares her. After some minutes, they both went in each other's room. Jungkook went towards the guest room while Anna went to a different one. While going towards his room, Jungkook took a look at their shared bedroom. The door was open and there was no one inside. He left thinking she must be in the washroom. He went in his room, closed the door, but when he turned around, he was taken back by a woman jumping into his arms, which was obviously her. He started pushing with a little force, but she stuck to him like a koala and hugged him as if her life depends on him. "Get off, Ryan." He was pretending to be angry, but his tone made Ryan believe that he was actually angry. So to release his anger, she smashed her lips on his. He was cut off by her kiss. His eyes became wide as she never took the first step. He finally thought to earn the punishment here and kissed her back, but she painfully groaned as her lip got cut by his piercing. Jungkook said nothing but placed his lips on her and started softly sucking the lip while tasting the blood. After a while, he stopped and made her sit on the bed slowly, lifting her face up by his fingers. "Is it still hurting, love?" Once his voice rang through her ear, her eyes teared up. She was longing to hear the love filled words by him, and she started crying, making him panic. Cupcake, what happened? Why are you crying? Is it still hurting somewhere? He asked while cupping her face. Yeah, over here. She placed one hand on her chest, and he quickly pulled her in his arms. I'm sorry for whatever happened that day. I didn't want to create a scene and embrace you in front of others. I'm so sorry, Cookie. Don't ignore me, please. It hurts a lot. She said those things in a single breath. Never, my angel. I was just so angry that day. So I just decided to teach you a lesson. But I don't care what other people thought that day. My only intention was to kill that, and you never embarrassed me, okay? You're my love. He hugged her more tightly while she snuggled into his neck. I understood your concern about me, but next time my love would be stronger to beat the men or women who messes up with her. Can I expect that? I will, Jungkook. I got angry with him but controlled for you, thinking in the wrong perception, she said. It's okay. I'm really sorry for making you jealous because of Anna. I'm feeling guilty for behaving like a child. I'm sorry. I always treated her just as a friend, right? She break his hug and looked at him. It's okay. I trust you, and I'm not a kid to not know what you are doing. I will become jealous, but it doesn't mean I don't trust you. How about forgetting everything? She asked, looking in his eyes. Okay, princess, let's forget everything. And now answer me, why didn't you eat dinner, huh? He asked, caressing her cheeks. My right hand was injured, and when I touched food, the spices touched the wound. It was burning, so I left without eating, she said, pouting her lips. He kissed your injured hand gently. Okay, now let's go and feed your little tummy, hmm? He picked her up and went out to feed her hungry tummy. Here in the kitchen, Jungkook was cooking your favorite ramen while you sit on the countertop as he made you do it. You were talking like a parrot while he was enjoying your talks. He looked at you for a second and smashed his lips on yours again as he felt you cute. Your eyes widened as it happened suddenly, but you closed soon you felt his kiss. He started going smoothly until you started kissing him back. You wrapped your hands around his neck where he wrapped his hand around your waist and squeezed. He was making you feel more hungry by sucking all your energy through his kiss. You both were eating each other like eating your favorite chocolate. The kiss was filled with deep love and affection you have between you. Then, when Anna came to the kitchen for water, and she was shocked to see you both doing romance in the kitchen, huh? What is Jungkook doing with her? Can't you see? They are doing what couples do. Like every couple, Jungkook don't like Ryan, right? Did Jungkook say that? No, but he was not talking with her since when I came. It doesn't mean he loves me. It's their illusion. They just had a little fight, that's why they were not talking, but everything is alright between them. We can have cute and many romantic moments just like this. Anna was burning with anger and jealousy. I hate watching them like this. I came here for Jungkook and he doesn't even think about me. I hate you, Wine. She snatched him. I will not stay here for one more minute. She stomped her foot angrily and left to the room, and later she left the house with her luggage immediately. Thank you for watching.